Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Jeffree Star and the entire thing with James Charles and him going on the interview and talking about Tati and talking about all this other thing that I'm not going to be touching on. So I just honestly before making this video, I went on Jeffree Star's page and I just really compared it to James Charles. And the first thing that stood out to me was the fact that Jeffree Star needed to say self-made. Put it out there. I'm self-made. The makeup reviewer. Honestly, this seems a little bit like, okay, you're self-made, and then there's a lot of people who are self-made in this world. Elon Musk is self-made. The Facebook guy is self-made. Well, I understand that he thinks he came from nothing to something, but there's millions of people who have come from nothing to something. You should be proud of that, but honestly, we've heard enough of it. You don't need to advertise to people that you're self-made to be self-made. You don't need to let it all out there. And then the second thing that I noticed pretty much was that he has a pretty flashy lifestyle and he tends to show that to the public. He advertises, or he's kind of like a show off. In a lot of his pictures, he's in front of a fancy car, wearing fancy clothes with a fancy bag, and it's always something fancy. And it's not a lot of the times it's not about the makeup, it's not about the art, but it's about the appearance, almost to say. And I just wanted to also get a sense of what James Charles was about, even just his Instagram, because I honestly follow neither of them. I don't follow them. And James Charles his page seems to be more down to earth, and he posts more about the art, the makeup, and all of that. And I remember watching Jeffree Star's review of his house, and everything seems to be so over the top, ooh. But then comparing that to James Charles, his stuff seemed to be a little bit more, a lot more toned down. And he seemed to be more, I don't know what word to use, but less about the show off of the lifestyle. He was more more modest. Let's just say it that way. And honestly, I'm not against showing off what you have, but sometimes when you show too much of what you when you're that flashy, it seems like you're hiding your insecurities. You're trying to hide your insecurities, hide your pain. And honestly, all of this brought me to the conclusion that Jeffree Star is a pretty insecure person. I feel like he is not comfortable in his own skin, which is why he likes to insert himself into drama, insert himself into things that do not concern him, to maybe just make him feel better about himself, call people out, to feel like he's doing anything whilst not doing nothing, basically. So the other thing that I wanted to point out was his podcast interview. I'm gonna post what the name of the podcast interview is on the screen. And he talked a lot about Tati should not have posted the video, the 40-minute long video. But at the same time, honey, you shouldn't have backed her up. You shouldn't have spilled more tea, claimed to have evidence. You elevated the situation as well. Start, taking responsibility and not, pointing fingers at other people, which is a problem that I find that he has shown over the years of pointing fingers, fighting other people, and not ever taking responsibility for his own part in the entire situation. And mind you, he still claims that he has evidence against James Charles, but he's also trying to protect him whilst James Charles is still a predator. And I honestly don't understand how both could coexist. Why are you trying to protect a predator, a danger to society? If he's a danger to society, please help us. Help us stay away from him. So prove that he is a predator. You honestly, one of the people that were interviewing him said that you don't need, like he should just show what the proof is without, spilling or outing the person that showed him all that information. And he honestly evaded that. He evaded that by stating, if I remember correctly, that he was trying to protect James Charles. Why are you trying to protect a predator? Why are you trying to protect a predator? An alleged predator. Whatever. That just seems so stupid to me. And then another thing I noticed was that he mentioned that he had no competition because he is an icon. Like, to be honest, be confident. Say what you are. Honestly, I believe in confidence, but his seems to be forced, and he just seems to be like pushing this in our at our throats, like pushing it at our throats. You don't need to be, making yourself seem more than you are. And to be honest, I feel like that is what Jeffree Star does. Honestly, he makes himself seem more than he is, with the cars, with the lavish, and to be honest, lavish lifestyle. To be honest, that's a lot of what social media is, and it's just so sad that some of us sometimes forget that and we take that to be people's real life. He also talks about the fact that it's not about the numbers. Then what was all of this about? It's not about the numbers. You're like a 30-something-year-old man, and this guy is a 19-year-old, a teenager, and you're attacking him, and it's not about the numbers. This seems to be more than just, trying to out a predator, because you're not giving no proof. You're just speaking and speaking and speaking with no proof, but it's not about the numbers. I honestly don't know what it is. So I just honestly wanted to make this video to just, put my opinion out there. And if you like this video, don't forget to comment down below what you think and give this video a thumbs up. If there's something else that I can talk about, let me know down below. It is much appreciated, and thank you for getting this far. Bye.